The East Soldier River Bridge was located southwest of Charter Oak, Iowa, United States.
Maurice Goldsmith Mell, 1887–1966, was an American paleontologist and professor in the geology department at the University of Missouri.
Balampalli is a village in Yadadri Bhuvanagiri district of Telangana, India. 1. It falls under Bongir Mandal.
Nantong University College of Medicine, COMNT, Chinese, Sigawen 4, former Nantong Medical College, Chinese, is located at the mouth of the Yangtze River, Nantong City, China, 10 kilometers north of Shanghai.
Chluisk Gorny Exlevisk Igurny is a village in the administrative district of Gmina Suchowola within Sokołowski Voivodeship in northeastern Poland. 1921.
China Energy Engineering Corporation, or Energy, China CEEC, Chinese, TEC, is a Chinese state-owned energy conglomerate with headquarters in Chaoyang District, Beijing.
Yin Yezi, Chinese, born 25 June 1991, is a Chinese actress. 1.
Jacob Tyson, October 8, 1773 to July 16, 1848, was an American lawyer and politician from New York.
Alan Chan Hong Loon, PJG PPA, PPAPA, PP, born 22. February 1953, citation needed, is a former Singaporean civil servant.
The Beausoleil Championships 1, also known as the Monte Carlo Third Meeting, Tutuas, or Monte Carlo Easter Tournament, was a men's and women's international clay court tennis tournament founded in 1910.
Rokurokubi is a tale from Lafcadio Hearn's Kwaidan.
Swing Your Daddy was a 1975 single for singer Jim Gilstrap.
The Kakapo River is a river of New Zealand. It is located in the west coast region of the South Island.
Ludwikovice, German, Lustdorf, is a municipality and village in Decian district in the Istinad Labem region of the Czech Republic.
This article details the official symbols in use by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the Domestic Intelligence and Security Service of the United States.
Gasper Grimaldi Brusselli, Genoa, 1477, Genoa, 4 July 1552, was the 56th Doge of the Republic of Genoa.
Rich Hall is a historic building on the campus of Western New Mexico University in Silver City, New Mexico, United States.
Hambleton is a village and civil parish in the Wychevon District in the county of Worcestershire, England.
James May, 1877, unknown, was a Scottish footballer who played in the Football League for Preston North End. 22.
The Domino Principle is a 1977 neo-noir thriller film starring Gene Hackman, Candice Bergen, Mickey Rooney, and Richard Widmark.
Avia Kala was a Roman and Byzantine-era town in the Roman province of Africa Proconsularis in northern Tunisia.
Govan is an unincorporated community in Lincoln County, in U.S. state of Washington.
The Hoffman Fishing Company, HFC, is a fishing and real estate firm headquartered in Bosaso, the commercial capital of the autonomous state of Puntland.
Justin Michael Cornwell, born November 5, 1988, is an American actor, writer, and musician, best known for playing young Geronicus Jangle in the Netflix original movie Jingle Jangle, Marcus Hargreaves in The Umbrella Academy, Lamarcus Alden in Bel Air, and Kyle Craig in the CBS crime drama Training Day, based on the 2001 film of the same name.
The year 1868 in science and technology involves some significant events, listed below.
North Carolina Highway 24, NC 24, is a 9.2-mile-long, 4.8 kilometers primary state highway in the U.S. state of North Carolina.
Berclair is an unincorporated community located in Lafleur County, Mississippi, United States.
The 1976 World Junior Curling Championships were held from February 22 to 27 in Abbeymoor, Scotland.
Too Late to Turn Back Now is the 1972 follow-up single of Cornelius Brothers and Sister Rose to their debut hit, Treat Her Like a Lady.
Apostol Santiago is a ward, barrio of Madrid belonging to the district of Fortaleza. U1.
Vladimir Bakari, pronounced Ilkadimir Bakarishne, constraight, 8 March 1912, 16 January 1983, was a Yugoslav and Croatian communist revolutionary and a politician.
The team routine competition at the 1973 World Aquatics Championships was held on 4 September 1973.
Atsushi Maruyama, Anama Maruyama Atsushi, born on June 14, 1976, is a Japanese professional wrestler currently signed to All Japan Pro Wrestling, AJPW.
The Palace Hotel was a 3-story brick hotel in Heppner, Oregon, built in 1890. The hotel was lost to fire on 4 July 1918. 2. Diphosphoinositol polyphosphate phosphohydrolase 2 is an enzyme that in humans is encoded by the NUDT4 gene, Dogin5 or SOR gene. The Pensées Thoughts is a collection of fragments written by the French 17th century philosopher and mathematician Blaise Pascal.
Muriel Stuart, 1885. Norbury, South London, 18 December 1967. Born Muriel Stuart Irwin, was a poet, the daughter of a Scottish barrister.
Kenta Nagasawa Kenta, born 8 December 1993, is a Japanese judoka, not 9.
Burnham Thorpe is a village and civil parish in the English county of Norfolk.
Nelson Ellis, November 30th, 1977, July 8th, 2017. 1 was an American actor.
The International League for Human Rights, ILHR, is a human rights organization with headquarters in New York City.
Old Toowoomba Courthouse is a heritage-listed courthouse at 90 Margaret Street, East Toowoomba, Toowoomba Region, Queensland, Australia.
Walter Scott Bowman, February 8, 1865 to November 27, 1938, was a prominent professional photographer in Pendleton, Oregon.
The Robert E. Lee Monument, also known as the Mariana Confederate Monument, is a U.
NMR PIPE is a nuclear magnetic resonance data processing program.
Franz Adolf Berwald, 23 July 1796 through April 1868, was a Swedish romantic composer and violinist.
USS Gulfport AK-5 was a cargo ship acquired by the U.S.
Diploptalis is a genus of moths of the family Crumbidae.
Butung, stylized as Btoung, is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Junya Inoue.
Formica sanguinea, or blood red ant, is a species of facultative slave-maker ant in the genus Formica, characterized by the ability to secrete formic acid.
USS Indicative AM-25 was an Admirable-class minesweeper built for the United States Navy during World War II and in commission from 1944 to 1945.
The Seven Stars is a former Fuller's Pub at 253 North End Road, West Kensington, London.
Fondo de Cultura Económica, FCE, or simply Fondo, is a Spanish-language, non-profit publishing group partly funded by the Mexican government.
Getting Romantic, released as Les Romantiques in France, is the fourth album released by the Swingle Singers.
Charles Humphrey Keating Jr., December 4th, 1923, March 34, 2014, was an American sportsman, lawyer, real estate developer, banker, financier, conservative activist, and convicted felon best known for his role in the savings and loan scandal of the late 1980s.
Lowell is a city in Kent County of the U.S. state of Michigan.
Thomas Edward Crosby, 30 April 1931, 9 October 2022, was an Irish businessman and newspaper publisher.
The 1949 All-Eastern football team consists of American football players chosen by various selectors as the best players at each position among the Eastern colleges and universities during the 1949 college football season.
The Odisha women's rugby union team represents Odisha in rugby union. Mount Giles is one of the highest mountains in the Northern Territory, Australia, at 1,038.9 meters, 4,057 feet AHD.
The NWA Florida Women's Championship was a women's professional wrestling title in championship wrestling from Florida, which lasted originally from 1951 to at least 1971.1.1-2.
Saint Marje Tibor Varosi Stadion is a sports stadium in Iga, Hungary.
Michel Jean-Paul Zanoli, 10 January 1968 – 29 December 2003, was a road cyclist from the Netherlands.
The men's KL2 competition at the 2024 ICF Paracano World Championships in Szeged took place at the Olympic Center of Szeged.
Crier is a genus of flowering plants belonging to the family Celastraceae. 1.
Marblehead is an unincorporated community in Adams County, Illinois, United States, just south of Quincy.
The Tenchugumi incident, Mastisha Tenchugumi no Hen, was a military uprising of Sonojoy Revere the Emperor and expelled the barbarians, activists in Yamato Province, now Nara Prefecture, on 29 September 1863, Bunkyu 3817 in the old Japanese calendar, during the Bakumatsu period.
Signifying, sometimes written signifying gen, is a practice in African American culture involving a verbal strategy of indirection that exploits the gap between the denotative and figurative meanings of words.
Delamere is a village and former civil parish, now in the parish of Delamere and Oakmere in Cheshire West and Chester, England.
This is a list of the Ukraine national football team results from 2010 to 2019.999.1.
Sabrina de Sousa, born 1956, is a Portuguese-American ex-CIA operative 1-2-345, convicted in absentia of kidnapping.
Extinctions is the seventh studio album by American metalcore band Unearth, released on November 23, 2018, via Century Media. 2-4 TAS. This is their first album to feature bassist Chris O'Toole and the last to feature rhythm guitarist Ken Susi.
The Union Turnpike was one of over 60 toll roads in operation throughout Massachusetts in the first half of the 19th century.
Tendue Lisabe was a Zimbabwean nationalist who was also a teacher, war veteran, and political activist.
Louis Roget, known professionally as Brodinsky, is a French composer, producer, and DJ from Reims. 2.
The Ribbenboim Prize, named in honor of Paulo Ribbenboim, is awarded by the Canadian Number Theory Association for distinguished research in number theory by a mathematician who is Canadian or has close connections to Canadian mathematics. 1. Normally, the winner will have received their PhD in the last 12 years.
Benedictus Ben Springer, Amsterdam, 19 June 1897. Paris, 29 August 1960, was a Dutch drafts player with a national Grand Master title.
West End High School was a public high school in the Birmingham City School System of Birmingham, Alabama.
Islamic fiction is a literary genre that incorporates Islamic themes, values, and worldviews within fictional narratives.
Kazis Imonis, 25 August 1887, 5 July 1978, was a Lithuanian painter.
Mubarak Muyika, born May 31, 1994, Western Province, Kenya, is a Kenyan-American business executive, computer programmer, and internet entrepreneur based in Silicon Valley. Night 90. Night Mai. Night Night Night. Night Mighty of One Might Night. Night Nighty. Orphaned at the age of 10, at age 16, Muyika founded Hype Century, a web hosting company which he sold 2 years later for 6 figures. Night T. Night Maidio of Zagas, a company which runs an app store for businesses to access software for accounting, human resource management, marketing, among other uses.
Fergus Barrowman, born 1961, MNZM, is a New Zealand publisher and literary commentator.
Skycad refers to ritual nudity in Wicca and modern paganism.
Barda Siwane, born 1st January 1994, is a Moroccan triathlete.
Abergele Golf Club Welsh, Club Golf Abergele, is a golf club located in Abergele, Conwy, Cwt, Wales.
Iraqi international law group TILG was created in 2003 by Salem Chalabi and Mark Zell as the first international law firm based in Iraq. 9.
Sote, in Arabiki, meaning the voice in English, also known as Al-Sote, was an Arabic-language newspaper based in Kuwait.
This article lists the metropolitans of Montenegro, primates of the Serbian Orthodox Church in Montenegro, heads of the current Serbian Orthodox Metropolitanate of Montenegro and the Littoral, and their predecessors, bishops and metropolitans of Zeta and Cetinje from 1290 to the present day, one find on Muncie.
Arctia is a suburb of the city of Kalgoorlie, Western Australia, located 3 kilometers to me east of the city centre.
Dubravka Ostojic, pronounced Dubrajica Ostojit, born 19 June 1961, is a Croatian actress.
Deshite General, London Branch for Guys, 2012. UKSC 63 is a UK labour law case concerning wrongful dismissal.
Douglas Eaglesham Dunn, OBE, born 23 October 1942, is a Scottish poet, academic, and critic.
Mutluka is a neighborhood in the municipality and district of Heinz, Erzurum province in Turkey. 112. Its population is 106, 2022 to 3.
Infinity is a 2013 comic book crossover storyline that was published by Marvel Comics.
Pharmakonisi, Greek. Crete is a small Greek island and community of the Dodecanese in the Aegean Sea, Greece.
Aristolochia tagala is commonly known as Indian birthwort and locally as Dutchman's pipe. 11.
Wales in the Middle Ages covers the history of the country that is now called Wales, from the departure of the Romans in the early 5th century to the annexation of Wales into the Kingdom of England in the early 16th century.
Louis Stanislas Xavier Verust, 10 May 1814, 9 or 11 April 1863, was a French composer and oboist.
Michael Sol Kome, Hebrew, Sijawabisi, 30 Tabians, Sijabian, Siza, Cbn, October 17, 1908, November 6, 1987, was an Israeli diplomat.
Horace Douglas Millward, 10 July 1931, 23 October 2001, was an English professional footballer. Henry Patrick Hughes, August 13, 1904, December 12, 1968, was an American lawyer and jurist from Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Codon Code Aligner is a commercial application for DNA sequence assembly, sequence alignment, and editing on Mac OS X and Windows.
Penehupafo Penny Pohamba, born 16 June 1948, is a Namibian nurse and politician who was the second First Lady of Namibia, while her husband, Hifikepunye Pohamba, was President of Namibia from 2005 to 2015.
Mage Slayer is an action video game released in 1997.
Handball Club Astrakhanotchka is a Russian women's handball club from Astrakhan established in 1993.
Scientology and marriage within the Church of Scientology are discussed in the book The Background, Ministry, Ceremonies and Sermons of the Scientology Religion.
Capucci is a surname. Notable people with the surname include
Megachile auriculata is a species of bee in the family Megachilidae. 1989.
Clark David Whistler, September 18, 1870, August 25, 1947, was an American anthropologist, ethnologist, and archaeologist. The orbital lamina of ethmoid bone, or lamina papyracea, or orbital lamina, is a smooth, oblong citation kneaded, paper-thin, one-bone plate citation kneaded, which forms the lateral wall of the labyrinth of the ethmoid bone. 1. It covers the middle and posterior ethmoidal cells, and forms a large part of citation kneaded, the medial wall of the orbit. A fulvoline is a hydrocarbon obtained by formally cross-conjugating 2 rings through a common exocyclic double bond. .91.U.
The name is derived from the similarly structured full veins which lack one ring.
The United States Congress is the legislative branch of the federal government of the United States.
In game theory, the centipede game, first introduced by Robert Rosenthal in 1981, is an extensive form game in which two players take turns choosing either to take a slightly larger share of an increasing pot or to pass the pot to the other player.
Evangeline, A Tale of a Caddy is an epic poem by the American poet Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, written in English and published in 1847.
Landon Brown, born February 26, 1987, is an American politician and a Republican member of the Wyoming House of Representatives representing District 9 since January 10, 2017. 1-2.
Piotr Kryko, born 11 July 1971, Warsaw, is a Polish journalist, theatrologist, and television presenter.
General Sir Charles Green, 1st Baronet, 18, December 1749, 1st 12, July 1831, was a British Army officer who became General Officer commanding Northern District.
The 2017 ITF Men's Circuit is the 2017 edition of the second-tier tour for men's professional tennis.
These are the Canadian #1 country songs of 1988 per the RPM Country Tracks chart.
Karthiayani Amasi, 1922 to October 2023, was an Indian woman who passed a literacy examination with top marks at the age of 96. 1. She received the Nari Shakti Puraskar Award, the highest civilian award for a woman by the Government of India, to 2.
Republic Cinta is the 8th studio album by Dewa 19 and was released in January 2006 in Indonesia, 1-2 The title translates into Republic of Love.
Ekthadayan, Once There Was a Witch is a 2013 Indian Hindi-language supernatural horror thriller film directed by Kanan Iyer, adapted from the short story Mobius Trips by Mukul Sharma. The film stars Imran Hashmi, Huma Qureshi, Konkona Sen Sharma, and Kalki Koechlin. The film is co-produced by Ekta Kapoor, Shobha Kapoor, Shobha Kapoor, Shobha Kapoor, Kapoor, Vishal Bhardwaj, and Rekha Bhardwaj.
Pierre-François Antoine Molteni, Italian, Molteni, 1586, 7 January 1866, also known as Antoine Moltenio or François Moltenio, was a manufacturer and trader in optical instruments and other scientific equipment who built the first devices used by Louis Daguerre and founded the Maison Molteni in Paris.
The seal of the city of Tampa is Tampa government's official seal.
Patch Lane was an electoral ward in the London Borough of Waltham Forest from 1978 to 2022.
Portrait of Thomas Lindley the Younger is a C1772 portrait painting by the English artist Thomas Gainsborough.
Wofford Heights is a census-designated place, CDP, in the southern Sierra Nevada in Kern County, California, United States.
Replicator is the name of a United States Department of Defense program intended to pioneer ways to cheaply produce large amounts of weapons or systems for the U.S. military.
Lund is a municipality in Rogaland County, Norway.
The John A. Lynch Sr.
Misantla is a city in the Mexican state of Veracruz, the administrative seat of the municipality, municipio, of the same name.
The Shaky Super League SSL is a women's volleyball league in the Philippines contested within the collegiate and high school levels. 1. The league is organized by Shakey's Pizza Asia Ventures Inc., Secafi, and the Athletic Events and Sports Management Group, Inc., ACES. 22, Secafir.
Sirpe is a district of the Osa Canton in the Punta Arenas province of Costa Rica, not number 2000 Rica.
Wet Lake Polish, Jezioro Mokre, is a ribbon lake in the Mistrogowski Lakeland of Poland.
Delhi Daredevils (DD) are a franchise cricket team based in Delhi, India, which plays in the Indian Premier League (IPL).
Forum for South Asia Studies, FSAS, is a collaborative academic effort by 6 faculties of Uppsala University of Sweden aimed at facilitating and promoting research and education related to the South Asian countries India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, the Maldives, and Afghanistan on the national and international level. 1-1.
The Zhejiang Conservatory of Music, Wusangseide, is a provincial public undergraduate college in Hangzhou, Zhejiang, China.
This is a list of airports in the Spratly Islands in the South China Sea.
Gender GP is an online gender clinic founded in 2015 by English physicians Helen Weberly and Mike Weberly.
Louis Kinsella, born 2 September 1994, is an English semi-professional footballer who plays as a left back.
Buffalo is a town in Marquette County, Wisconsin, in the United States.
Neuroterus saltatorius, also known as the jumping gall wasp, is a species of oak gall wasp.
In the 1969 Intertoto Cup, no knockout rounds were contested, and therefore no winner was declared.
A Boy Scout Around the World, Danish, Jordan Rundt I 44 Dage, literally, Around the World in 44 Days, is a travel description published in October 1928 2 hours, and written by Danish Boy Scout and later actor Palle Huld at the age of 15, following his travel around the world in spring 1928. 320. 1928.
Appelhofplatz Station is an underground station and hub on the Cologne Stadtbahn lines 3, 4, 5, 16, and 18 in Cologne.
The 9th Standing Committee of the Supreme People's Assembly, SPA, was elected by the first session of the 9th Supreme People's Assembly on 26 May 1990.
Leerbus pronunciation? WC, Orbaxi, Wa 4/15th, 1979, the founder of TaskRabbit 2, is an American entrepreneur. Chu.
Palathanam Luka Matai, also known as Palathanathu Mataichan, was born in 1880 in Kanadi village, Kutanad, British India.
Yanklar is a village in the Bayramik district of Çanakkale province in Turkey. 71. Its population is 51, 2021 Tantan 20.
Faculty of Sanskrit Vidya Dharma Vijnan is a faculty of Banaras Hindu University, BHU, in the city of Varanasi in India.
Muhammad Abdullah Draz, Arabic, and 1958 to 1894, was a prominent Egyptian Quran scholar and professor of Islamic studies at Al-Azhar University.
The 4th International Emmy Kids Awards ceremony, presented by the International Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, IATAS, took place on April 5, 2016 in Cannes, France. One, the nominations were announced on October 2, 2015. None 2.
There is a large Haitian diaspora in Mexico. According to a 2021 report, there are approximately 71,559 Haitian-born people living in Mexico. 3.
Emanuele Mancini, born 13 October 1973 in Brno, Italy, is an Italian racing driver currently competing in the FIA GT1 World Championship for Sunred. 1 point.
Rapid Serial Visual Presentation, RSVP, is a scientific method for studying the timing of vision.
Coivrel, French pronunciation, Coivel, is a commune in the Oisy department in northern France.
The David River is a river of Panama running through the Chiriquí province.
The following is a list of notable deaths in June 1990.
Necrophorus funerarius may be a species of burying beetle described by Weigel in 1808.
The Church of St. Michael and St. Mary Magdalene is the parish church of East Hampstead, Berkshire.
The canton of Garrioule is an administrative division of the Var department, southeastern France.
In basketball, an assist is a pass to a teammate that directly leads to a score by field goal. 1. The top 25 highest assist totals in National Collegiate Athletic Association, NCAA Division I women's basketball history are listed below.
The 2010 Cork Junior, a football championship, was the 1/12th staging of the Cork Junior, a football championship since its establishment by the Cork County Board. And
Union Valley is an unincorporated community located within Monroe Township in Middlesex County in the U.S. state of New Jersey. U2. 2 large age-restricted communities lie within the settlement today, Clearbrook and Concordia.
Bente Christina Brønum-Scavenius, born 12 December 1944 in Stockholm 1, is a Danish art historian, art critic, and author.
Marjorie Midge. Miller, June 8, 1922, April 17, 2009, was an American politician and activist for peace, nuclear non-proliferation, and women's rights.
Kirobo is Japan's first robot astronaut, developed by University of Tokyo and Tomotaka Takahashi to accompany Koichi Wakata, the first Japanese commander of the International Space Station.
10 O'Clock Classics, TOC, is an American group of classical musicians established in 2000. 1. It was founded by Juilliard graduate Ronan Ronnie Segev. TOC 3030.
Siegfried Aufhäuser, 1 May 1884, 6 December 1969, was a German politician and union leader who was chairman of the White Collar General Federation of Free Employees, AFA Bund, from 1921 until 1933.
Love the Coopers, titled Christmas with the Coopers in the UK and Ireland, is a 2015 American Christmas comedy drama film directed by Jesse Nelson and written by Stephen Rogers.
Now He Sings, Now He Sobs is the second studio album by Chick Corea, released in December 1968 on Solid State Records.
Lucia Pica, born 7 June 1976, is an Italian makeup artist and currently the creative image and makeup partner for Byredo Beauty. 1S.
Terry Cochran, born January 22, 1963, is a Canadian former professional football running back who played 4 seasons in the Canadian Football League CFL with the Saskatchewan Roughriders and Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
The Next 100 Million, America in 2050 is a non-fiction book by American economist and demographer Joel Kotkin.
Andipati is a panchayat town in Theni district, Madurai region, the state of Tamil Nadu, India.
The third edition of Liège Bastogne, Liège Femmes, a road cycling one-day race in Belgium, was held on 28 April 2019.
Jacuí is a municipality in the state of Minas Gerais in the southeast region of Brazil. 23445.
The Anti-Jacobin, or Weekly Examiner, was an English newspaper founded by George Canning in 1797 and devoted to opposing the radicalism of the French Revolution.
Keagan Masters, born 2 March 2000, is a South African racing driver who currently competes in the Porsche Super Cup.
Cottage Living was an American lifestyle and decorating magazine published by Southern Progress Corporation, once a subsidiary of the Time Inc. Tonsti.
Coelocnemis dilaticollis, the California broad-necked darkwing beetle, is a species of darkwing beetle in the family Tenebrionidae.
The 2003 Myanmar Premier League season had 14 teams in competition.
Astellas Pharma Inc., Asutarasu Seiyaku Kabushi Kigaisha, is a Japanese multinational pharmaceutical company, formed on 1 April 2005 from the merger of Yamanouchi Pharmaceutical Co., Ltd., the Demanuchi, Seiyaku Kabushiki, Gaishaku, and Fujisawa Pharmaceutical Co., Ltd., Aishiwa Pharmaceutical Co., Ltd., Aishiwa Fujisawa Wayakuhin, Kogyu Kabushiki Gaisha.
Arnold Kendall, 6 April 1925, 12 December 2003, was an English professional footballer who played as a winger.
The Creature Wasn't Nice, also known as Naked Space and Spaceship, is a 1983 American comedy film written and directed by Bruce Kimmel.
Catherine Jean Crier is an American journalist and author of A Deadly Game and the Case Against Lawyers.
Saint Sinner, full title Clive Barker Presents Saint Sinner, is a 2002 horror television film written by Doris Egan and Hans Rodionoth based on a short story by executive producer Clive Barker.
The Linux Counter was a website that attempted to estimate the number of people and machines using the Linux operating system.
Thomas Nozkowski, March 23rd, 1944, May 9th, 2019, was an American contemporary painter. 1. He achieved a place of prominence through his small-scale paintings and drawings that pushed the limits of visual language.
The following radio stations broadcast on FM frequency 93.1 MHz.
Glamour and Damage is the debut solo album by British singer-songwriter Kitty Brucknell.
Arctia opulenta is a moth of the family Arabidae. It was described by Henry Edwards in 1881.
Ngoko is a district in the Cuvette Department of Republic of the Congo. 234-4-5.
Bel Hadj El Maafi, in Arabic, Khojan, born, Hojan, Bijan, High in Arabic, sometimes called Bel Hadjen Bid Maafi, October 25, 1900. February 22, 1999, was a French-Algerian imam, marabout, resistance fighter, and mufti, born in the oasis of Lichana, near Biskra. Tung Chau Street Park, Chinese, is an urban public park in Sham Shui Po, Kowloon, Hong Kong, around the Nam Chong estate.
Georgetown is an unincorporated community in Deer Lodge County, Montana, United States, 1002. It is located on Pintler Veterans Memorial Scenic Highway, 18 miles from Anaconda.
The Port Seton Professional Tournament was a professional golf tournament played at Port Seton on 1 June 1914 to promote the new golf course.
The Nokia N73 is a mobile phone announced by Nokia on 2006 as part of the N Series 1 and started shipping on 15 July.
Toomemägi, or Toomemägi Hill, Estonian. Toomemägi, or Estonian, Toomemägi, is a hill in Tartu, Estonia.
Hiibel v. 6 Judicial District Court of Nevada, 542 U.S. 2070-2004, is a United States Supreme Court case in which the court held that a statute requiring suspects to disclose their names during a valid Terry stop does not violate the Fourth Amendment if the statute first requires reasonable suspicion of criminal involvement, and does not violate the Fifth Amendment if there is no allegation that their names could have caused an incrimination.
The Bath Grounds is a historic recreational ground and cricket ground based in the town of Ashby-de-la-Zouche, Leicestershire.
The Yubileynaya mine is a coal mine in the Kemerovo Oblast area of Siberia, Russia.
The 2007 EHF Women's Champions Trophy was the 12th edition of the EHF Super Cup in new format.
An atomic fountain measures an atomic hyperfine transition by letting a cloud of laser-cooled atoms fall through an interaction region under the influence of gravity. Matthew Quick, born October 23, 1973, is an American writer of adult and young adult fiction.
The Voice of the People Party is a political party established in November 2021 in the Indian state of Meghalaya, not 2021. The party president is Ardent Miller Basayamoit, who was elected to the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly from Nongkrim constituency in the 2013 election, 3044-16, and again in the 2023 election. One fixed 223 Meghalaya Legislative Assembly election and won 4 seats.
Tim Clark, FRCP, 1935, 14 July 2020, was a British physician specializing in pulmonary medicine.
Bol and Cia is a champagne house based in Reims, a producer of sparkling wines from the Champagne region of France, founded in 1853.